Released the sum of 17.6 billion naira on the 9th of October 2012 to help rehabilitate the people affected by the recent flood disaster in the nation. 500 million naira was disbursed to Adamawa State for onward distribution to communities in the 7 affected local government areas. Correspondent Charles Doke, who was at one of the flood-ravaged villages in Fufore local government, examines the impact of the government's efforts and reports.
To live in squalor.
The area behind me was a place where 15 houses stood before the flood. Now everything is gone. This used to be the gate to a compound here in Dulobwatie. But the owners have to leave their homes in order to escape the fury of the raging flood to a higher ground. How do these people hope to live normal lives again?
I had to come back in the flood and clear this place and return because the place I was given is too crowded and I have 6 children. I am trying to reconstruct at least one room here so I can have a place to lay my head with my children.
This village is most probably one of the worst hit by flood. But 3 months after the federal government released 500 million for the rehabilitation of flood victims in Adamawa State, most villagers have only received nothing more than 5 measures of grains, an equivalent of 500 naira, which they had to spend 600 naira to and fro Fufore to collect. Any other assistance they have received so far has been from individuals and private organizations outside the immediate location.
I got 3 measures of rice, a little oil, a cup of millet, and less than a measure of gari.
Taimakon Allah yana zuwa idan na fita jarin nan wani lokaci in samu in saya mudu 2 mudu 3 to yana taimaka.
The relief has been coming in small measures. I got 2 measures of maize and a measure of rice. We have educated people who are from this village who have been assisting us. We thank you for coming to hear from us.
The village head of Dulobwatie, Ellison Nicodemus, bemoaned government's negligence of the community in terms of infrastructure before the disaster and relief materials after the flood.
It is not as if we want to report the government, but we are paying because we are also citizens and have the rights and privileges of every citizen. We are grateful to you for giving us a voice.
Wani hanya ne da muka samu da za mu iya mika kukanmu ta wurin zuwanku nan mai har gwamnati ta yi.
The people of Dulobwatie are just one out of numerous communities ravaged by the flood and neglected in the area of provision of relief materials to ameliorate their sufferings. Even in the midst of this hopelessness, the people have surmounted the courage to help themselves by reconstructing what is left of their homes and planting drought-resistant crops. Another year has set in and the rains begin in about 3 months. The predicament of these people can only be better imagined. Charles Gangdoke, Hotel News.